Hello all, my Final for 7 here. I just noticed both of these levels look like they're based on the same cliff. But yeah, these next two levels we're going to be doing, Crystal Caves and Gallows Gauntlet, are both really short levels. So we're going to be doing 4 levels this part. But welcome back to, well, I guess spooky November now, because I'm going to be posting this walkthrough over the course of, well, the first 2 parts will be October. The remainder of parts will be November. But in the previous part we played the lake. This part we're going to play Crystal Caves. I love the music to this level. This level wasn't in Resurrection, but I feel like it should have been, because I like the Rinotaurs and like the crystals. It's a very beautiful level, and the music's very elegant. It's a very calming, soothing soundtrack to this level. It's a very calm one. At the very start, just kind of narrow platforms, but we have a dragon boss in this level. When I was younger, I never discovered the dragon boss, because I skipped the asylum grounds thinking you could skip it, which meant I didn't do the inside asylum, which meant I didn't discover that there was a dragon boss on this level. I did notice that there was a dragon mural that you could put the gem into, but I didn't see what it did. Yeah, but I was younger, I had absolutely no idea if there was a dragon boss on this level. Oh yeah, we also only get 50 arrows of the magic longbow. But 50 very strong arrows. Oh, I got a fire. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of delay between them there. But yeah, there's only shadow demons at the very start of this level. I think we just got them all. Yep, just flying ones lurking about here. Oh, no, never mind. There's one right there. Oh, we didn't get that one. There you go. If you get a direct square hit on them, it's like it hits them twice almost. But there we go. We don't see the shadow demons again till Haunted Ruins.
The ancient town of Mellowmede was destroyed by creatures known as Rinotaurs.
Rinotaurs?
They live on still, but in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use the crystals to prolong their worthless hides.
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought you meant like worthless hiding places before I actually knew what hides meant. Like hides being like they're worthless arses, basically. But yeah, the chalice is the very start of the level again here. So again, make sure you don't forget it. Like all the chalices. But the sound effects this part seem extra loud for some reason. But there are sticky finger dimps in this level, like there are in Helltop Muslims, so be careful they don't steal your weapons, especially at this point in the game. If they steal something like the magic sword, that'll cost a lot to get back. In a way, I'm kind of glad this game is generous with money at times, in case the off chance you do lose your weapon. I feel like that's why you earn so much. I feel like the game counts on you to lose your weapon to an imp at least once or twice. But you have to buy your weapon back from a merchant gargoyle if at any point it gets stolen by an imp. But it's never really something that's happened to me much. But yeah, I think the Rinotaurs are such cool looking enemies, and I think it was such a shame they scrapped the level in Resurrection. But then I did love Scurvy Dox's place. I mean, the Rinotaurs came back in MediEvil remake and they looked great. But I love the Dragon Boss, he's so funny. Like, he's also Scottish as well, which is like a given. But I just like how he like gives you very empty threats. It's just like, I'll pluck out both your eye. Oh, I mean, I will roast the flesh off your bones. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's very funny. Very kind of rhythm. And I remember it felt so surreal actually first fighting him the first time, because I remember like not knowing he was even a boss when I first played this level. You can get the chalice and everything from this level, but if you don't defeat the dragon boss, you're not completing the next level. Because the only point in the game you need the dragon armor is in the Gallows Gauntlet. Like, you can use it at other parts of the game, but it's only needed in the Gallows Gauntlet. Damn, I couldn't hit that for the life of me there. Okay. There we go. I don't know where you were planning on taking that. Where's the hole you can put it in? Oh, there. I've seen it there. Let's read this book. Tread softly in these caves, for an ill-tempered dragon has a lair here. I don't know, they make them out to be very calm and peaceful creatures in Resurrection, but he doesn't seem very calm in this. I'll just top up our shield here. I might as well top up our spears. I can't think of a point where we ever need it, but we've got lots of money. Yeah, but the only point we need it, it's actually funny, because the only, in Main Resurrection we still get the dragon armor, but the Gallows Gauntlet's not in Resurrection, but the only level we need it in the original is Gallows Gauntlet. But we need it in Haunted Ruins in the original, but we do need it technically in Inside Asylum if we want to get a chalice, but we can't progress the game without having it in Haunted Ruins. The mean old dragon can be summoned by inserting 2 dragon gems into the eye sockets of the relief. The grouchy dragon doesn't come out much, and is afraid of, as he's afraid of the roof collapsing over his head. Oh, he's very sensitive for someone who speaks high and mighty. Oh! I didn't actually realize I'm under 1,000 coins now. Oh, we need the hammer for this boss fight.
Aha! Prepare yourself, little man. I shall roast the flesh from your bones. Oh, you see. Well, in that case, I will pluck out both your eyes. Oh, great. I'm just gonna give you a good hiding.
I like how they properly animated his face in the remake as well. But yeah, we have to use the hammer here so that we can cause rubble to fall on his head. It's a pretty easy boss fight. In the remake, we made him a bit more challenging. Wait, I'll just wait here because I don't want to jump past him and let him pre-fire me. I love that there's fire in his mouth. It's like pure red as well. Oh dear. There we go. So it's always the platform to the left of where he comes out is where the boulders fall on his head. So technically I'd consider it's to the left. It's like anti-clockwise to where he is. That's always the platform to the left of where he is. If you hit that, it'll drop the boulders on his head on the platform he's at. I can't remember what it is they do, but they definitely do something in not Resurrection, and the MediEvil remake to make this part a bit more difficult. I think he just behaves a bit more predictably. Whereas in this, he's a bit more predictable with his behavior. We get a dragon potion rather than armor as such in this. It gives us armor, drinking it.
Here, take this dragon potion and leave me alone. Drink it when you need it.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
Plus it lets you breathe fire.
Now go away. It looks satisfying right next to the life vial. It's weird it's just a potion, it just makes armor appear on you. It's pretty just staring at it. There. Sorry. Just having a good gaze at it. So let's test out this bad boy. We can actually use it while holding a shield. I don't know why it unequips it, but we can use it while carrying a shield. We can't use it while carrying another weapon though, but it kind of is a weapon in itself. It works a bit differently in Resurrection, but you can permanently breathe fire with it in this. It's actually pretty powerful. But it doesn't have to make your game lag on an emulator. There we go. Yeah, you have to kind of crouch to use it on the imps. It's actually a pretty strong weapon. I'm going to just use it for this level, even though it does make the frame rates drop a little bit. I jumped too early there. I didn't expect to get stuck while running. Oh dear. Yeah, by the time I pressed circle, I knew I was going to drown there. That was so unfortunate. Yeah, I ran a bit too close to the ledge. I got a bit stuck. A bit too close to the wall, I mean. Yeah, just because it keeps causing my game to lag, I'm just going to use the sword here. I don't know why fire causes my emulator to slow down. That's nothing else in the game causes it. They're fun enemies to defeat the Rinotaurs as well, how they just break apart. I feel like they would take a lot more hits if we were doing a no chalice run. Oh, the floor in this room looks so pretty. It's such a pretty level. I'm so glad they did eventually remake it on the PS4, because I feel like it would have been a great level in Resurrection 2, but at least we got it on the remake. Oh, we still don't have 100% of chalice yet. We actually get it in the exit here. They love encouraging you to leave the level if I get the chalice, don't they? Oh, the game's a little bit evil here. It spawns a sticky figure down right at the exit. So I'm just gonna use... Yeah, there we go, the magic longbow, just so he doesn't even get near us. There we go, we've killed it. And we don't need to kill the Rinotaurs, we just got the notification that the chalice was full there. And I think the only weapon we have left to get is the lightning. And then after that, everything we get from the Holy Rose is just a useful item. We'll just get like a life bottle, vials, money. I think we do get the lightning after this level actually as well. From Megwin. Which is strange because I think I remember growing up I never even discovered like Megwin before I completed the game the first time, but then it does make sense because I never completed Inside the Asylum as a kid, so I was one level away from discovering that behind that door is not just a party that's going on. I thought that door was going to open once we got all of the chalices, there's going to be a party going on behind there, but it's actually just Megwin. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but yeah. I think we actually get the lightning here. And we did that level in under 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty short level, this one, and the Gallows Gauntlet's even shorter. I always remember the Gallows Gauntlet's sort of shaped like a bit like a deformed P, like the letter P. Oh, there we go. I knew we'd speak to them again a bit before the end.
Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction? Come see Sterngard the Mighty! Come and see the last of the centaurs! Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue, would-be hero! Ha 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 ha!
I'm so close to achieving it, you little shit. We're not that far from the end now. So for some reason, I thought, like, when I played the Gallows Gauntlet when I was younger, I thought, oh my god, this level's so hard, it's definitely going to be last level before Zarok player. But yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, because it makes sense that we'd have to go to Haunted Ruins in that first.
Daniel, there you are. I was so worried about you.
You were?
I know you have.
She's like the only hero that believes in us.
Now we must
show
show
the simps for us.
Would you like to take my magic lightning bolts? I don't have many, but they're very powerful.
They are good in this. I do like the lightning. But wait, I'll see in a sec.
Off you pop then, and keep your chin up. Oops, sorry Daniel. Now take care. The good people of Mellowmede are depending on you.
Yeah, she's nice. I like this. Looks like just a scar or like an actual lightning bolt. When you pick up, it's actually lightning in your hand. Yeah, I prefer the lightning looks in this than it does in Resurrection, funnily enough. But it's easier to waste it in MediEvil 1 than it is in MediEvil 2. Because in MediEvil 2, if you hold down X, it doesn't actually consume charges of it. I might waste the charges to demonstrate here, but you hold down X, you actually see that I lost a percentage there, even though I didn't hit an enemy with it. But you only lose percentage of it in MediEvil 2 if it hits an enemy. So they kind of made that an improvement in MediEvil 2. Yeah, I can't recall any point I really use it in MediEvil 1. I think it's pretty good in the time device for the floating eyeballs, because they're quite annoying to hit. I think they give you chance percentage if I remember rightly. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think... maybe they do. I actually don't know. Let's save here. Might use a little bit of it in the Gallows Gauntlet just to demonstrate. Yeah, the Pull Ancient Dead soundtrack comes back here. It's a bit dark, this level. It's like the execution center, really, of where people got hung on gallows, because there's like impaled men and hung men in this level. This is where people got executed and, like, people got the death penalty in Gallows Town. It's actually pretty brutal, this level. It's a very quick one, though, just to drive through it. We get the Serpent of Galmir in this level, the evil serpent, which will try not to wake up. Let's just jump into it. This is the level that we thought we'd never get past when we were kids. It wasn't the fact that the level was hard, we were just missing the dragon armor. We were just missing a key item, and it's because we didn't complete inside the asylum. But yeah, I remember the hours my mum and I and my sister spent on this level, looking for secret levers and secret passages at this level to find our way out. Yeah, they are very powerful, but I don't want to waste them. I'll save them for time device. But yeah, we got the Pull Ancient Dead music back in this level. But it's very brutal, like the cries of pain that they make. Do you hear them? That used to freak me out when I was younger. They were like, whoo, whoo. But yeah, this level was just turned into... I don't know, it just wasn't as spooky in the remake. You didn't see like these little blood splatters on the floor or anything. They just completely changed the atmosphere level and removed the soundtrack entirely. But this level was actually pretty brutal. Like the backstory of it, like it's impaled men and hung men and mummies. Yeah, there's mummies in stuff, which is pretty cool. There's mummies in quite a lot of levels in Resurrection. But yeah, that's actually one of my favourite levels from original. But in the remake, they just completely changed the atmosphere of it, which I don't really know what to think of it. Right, let's read this book. The fabled dragon armor was forged by dragons from an age long ago. Seek out any remaining dragons if you are to claim this mighty armor. I think, yeah, I must have not read that book when I was young, because I don't know how that wasn't a big hint in itself, that I was missing something. But like, yeah, as you can see, there's little dragon artifacts at this level, so there's a few hints as to whether or not, there's a few hints as to what you should have for this level, because yeah, you cannot complete this level without it. And yeah, there's an alternative exit there for if you do happen to not have it, as it says. Unable to pass through the fire dragon gate. Only use this alternative route if no other is available and return to the map of Galmir. Yeah, it will return you to the map of Galmir, but it won't progress you to the next level. There we go, we're killing some hung men, and not in a good way. There we go, this is the only time in the game where it's absolutely necessary to have the dragon armor, and the reason why I can complete this level as a kid. We'll kill this one here. We're going to try and keep oops, sorry, it's lagging, there's a bit of fire that's on the screen. Yeah. I'm just going to use the magic sword, it's just causing the frames to drop too much. There we go. Alright, we'll try to be as quiet as we can here. Just keep around the edge here. We just don't want to go too near the chest in the middle. We don't want to wake up the Serpent of Gallowmere. Yeah, he's not like Kalkatura. He's not here to help us. Oh shit! I walked just a little bit too close to it, but yeah, luckily you can defeat him if you just hit him on the head a couple of times. I didn't discover this until much later when I was younger. There we go, I think we did it. Nice. There we go. It's kind of worth it to kill him because there is money behind him. Yeah, sometimes I do wake him up, sometimes I don't. I think I just briefly walked on this part in the middle. I think that summons him to wake up if you walk on like any of this little outline here. Or on those bones. I actually don't know what that is. That looks like a chariot of some kind. It's like a very faded mural. I don't know what it's a mural of though. But there we go. I have to step on all these switches to open all these useful gates. One has a chalice behind it. I think one has a rune behind it. Actually, it's outside of this room that there's a switch for revealing the chalice. That one just reveals a light ball. One reveals money and then just goes the chest. The only important one is the one with the rune. But we want it all. There we go. That's the only time in the game where it's absolutely necessary to use the dragon armor. Other times you can just use it for the sheer fun of it. Oh. This magical barrier was constructed by the dragons of old. Only those brave enough to adorn the dragon armor may pass through this fiery gateway. There we go, so now we just have to kill the remaining enemies, get the chalice, and get the star rune and get out of here. Kind of like just a passing through level, this one, before we go to more of a lore-based level like Haunted Ruins. That's our original home, where we worship our king. But yeah, it makes sense that this is the level before the Haunted Ruins, because it does seem like it would be the king's call to have people executed here, so it's a pretty fitting level to have before it, but I feel like they probably didn't add it to Resurrection because it was definitely more child-friendly, and I feel like this level, lore-wise, I don't think would really fly well in that. But it ended up being in the remake. It just wasn't as eerie feeling. At least not my opinion. It's another level where we have to go towards the exit to get the chalice as well. So we defeat all the enemies, but we haven't got the chalice yet. We defeat all the enemies inside the level. Oh, never mind. We have to defeat this mummy first. But yeah, you don't get 100% until you actually go towards the exit. Yeah, this level really spooked me out when I was younger, especially when I spent hours on it being stuck. Hearing the spooky music and seeing the spooky atmosphere. Also, I don't know if that's meant to be on the wall, but I thought they looked like murals of Zarok when I was younger. There we go, this will unlock the chalice. And the star rune is in this one. I do love this level's music, it's very spooky. I'm so glad a lot of people do agree with me though, because I've seen a lot of other people commenting about how the remake just seems like it's a lot more babied down than the original. You definitely, like, that's maybe that joke in my fellow white people think, MediEvil's not for babies, you fool. Okay, we've almost got our chalice 100%. Chalice collected, lovely. It doesn't matter that we lost a bit of health here. Oh, they're going towards the exit, they're trolling us, they're trying to make us leave. But, yeah, we'll just grab the chalice now. But the Haunted Ruins is actually really generous with life vials, so I think we'll be fine next level. But we also get a life ball from all heroes from Raven Hooves after the Gallows Gauntlet. And there we are. I also noticed that's like a bigger version of the helmets we collected in Pull the Ancient Dead. Just a cool detail I noticed. That was the Gallows Gauntlet. One of the reasons I could not complete this game when I was younger. But it wasn't so much the level itself that was the reason. My dumbass couldn't complete Asylum Grounds beforehand. But now we visit a bit more of a sad, melancholy level. That one's more just disturbing. Compared to the other levels. But more of a sad level, like our home fallen into ruin, our king is dead, and we summon yeah, we have I like how the gargoyles appear in this level, trying to make you feel sad about level 2.
Oh, Danielle.
Oh, sorry.
I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
It's a little gamble, like, but I feel like the atmosphere of Haunted Ruins is kind of lost in Resurrection, because it has the Return to the Graveyard music in it, which I like the sound of. I just feel like it doesn't really match Resurrection. Not Resurrection, it doesn't match Haunted Ruins quite so well. But I think this soundtrack for Haunted Ruins, I remember when I first played it, it felt so surreal to play it, because I hadn't played any level outside of Gallows Gauntlet for years of playing this game. before I finally got access to cheat codes, and it felt so weird to play a level outside of it. But it's pretty cool how we actually are playing it, but because I like how some levels do add to the story, and other levels are just kind of like pass-through levels. They're just fun to play. But yeah, this one is actually technically Dan's home. This is where he served King Peregrine. But we do have a couple of those Zarok knights in this level from Pull the Ancient Dead, only a few. And then other than that, it's just shadow demons. And we have to save some farmers to start level that we have to make sure don't die, because it will rob us of the percentage, because they're considered good souls, like the ones from Same Village. But there's only 3 of them to save at the very start, and then we don't have to worry about that for the rest of the level. You can kill them as well yourself by accident, so make sure you don't accidentally hit them. But I just far prefer the atmosphere in this Haunted Ruins, the one in Resurrection. As you can see, the sky is still dark. It's like bright orange in Resurrection. I think the bright orange sky looks pretty too. Since the farmers have been captured by the shadow demons, the animals here have gone hungry. Oh, we'll feed them. There's definitely a lot of them here, so we'll have no problem feeding them. It's faster the more chickens you have eating the corn. But basically, this is the only corn that matters. Like, this one over here I don't think really gives you anything. Yeah, if you just gather them all up to the corn and eat it, it'll open the drawbridge, where we'll see like 2 statues behind it. And a door with a face on it, where there's a gargoyle. I don't know how to explain it, but in Resurrection, this level just feels a lot emptier. Like, it's designed very similar to this one, but it just feels very empty. Like, there's a lot of like life vials and things to collect in this Haunted Ruins, where it just feels like there's less of them. There's 2 gargoyles here, trying to make you feel sad about your home falling into ruin. Like, the gargoyles seem very depressed in this level, but there's no gargoyles in this level in Resurrection. And the atmosphere just doesn't feel very fitting. Yeah, I definitely far prefer this version of Haunted Ruins, I'm not gonna lie.
Welcome to Castle Peregrine.
In the time of King Peregrine.
In the time of King Peregrine, this magnificent edifice was the seat of power and home to the royal household. Now it is home only to ghosts and forgotten memories.
Yes, it's quite a sad one. It's just the leftovers of an old home. The haunted ruins of his old house. The farmers are being held in the courtyard. At the first sign of trouble, the shadow demons will sacrifice the captives to the flames. Move quickly, slay the demons on guard, and release the farmers. Yeah, they're hanging over spikes in Resurrection, but they're hanging over fire as well, so we have to actually put the fires out beforehand. Before we release them. We don't want to just release them onto the flames. And we do have to be relatively quick. I think there's only 1 of the demons, or no, there's only 2 of the demons that ever try, I think, to stop them. Yeah, that third one there is trying to attack us. It's only these 2 that actually try to stop them. Yeah, it's only those 2 that try to drop the farmers. This one doesn't seem to be programmed to do that. Yeah, he's just programmed to attack us. It's only those 2 that try to drop the farmers. We'll have to get the hammer or club. It's a club work too. We have to get the hammer and to put these fires out. Make sure you're not standing at an angle that will accidentally hit the farmer, because we don't want to kill them. So he's smacking a fire puts out. I'm surprised I'm not standing too close to it to where I set myself on fire. There we go. Watch you don't daring dash into them either. You don't want to accidentally kill them. I remember I actually found it quite scary, because I actually wanted to see what it's like when I killed them when I was younger. It actually sounds quite scary, like the terror that they're in when you kill them. We have no pig to reward you. Oh, I already picked one up.
Thank you for rescuing us, kind sir. Forgive us, master. We have no pig to reward you, but we'd be honoured if you'd accept these shiny gold-coloured stones as a token of our thanks.
They do look like proper medieval era farmers, these ones, but they look odd. I feel like a lot of the character models from Resurrection did look odd, but I thought Dan looked great and Zarok looked great. Like, the main characters did look great. But I feel like so many of the character models look strange in Resurrection. Here we are. But I just remember when I first discovered this level, it just felt so cool to see like fresh medieval levels I'd never seen before. Because of my experience of being so stuck in this game and not having access to cheat codes for a long time when I was younger. I like the overall aesthetic of the stuff. Like, I love the music. I love the color of it as well. It's a very violet. It's a very violet colored level, and I love purple. I think you might know what I mean by that. There we go. See, you could use the magic longbow for the flying demons, but they're within range that you can hit them with the sword if you just jump and swing. But yeah, this level is very generous with health vials. They're practically everywhere. And there is a gargoyle here, but there's absolutely no gargoyle here in Resurrection. And as you can see there, there's knights are back from Pull the Ancient Dead, only they look bigger and have a different weapon.
Sir Daniel Fortescue.
Pull the Ancient Dead, did I say?
It's been a long time. welcome back to your home. But it is sad that you should see it so. The jewel in Gallomede's crown has become a corrupt haven for Zarok's army of shadow demons.
Yes. I don't know if they're just depressed as we are, they're just trying to make us depressed. They're just like, it's sad, you should see it so. So I wonder what happened to King. Well, actually, it's been hundreds of years. King Peregrine just died of old age. Okay, scratch what I was going to say there then. But yeah, we summoned his ghost here. I remember when I was younger, his face, I actually thought... Well, his beard is actually what I thought was his face. I thought he just had a small face and a massive crown. But since actually playing the game on like an emulator with the graphics were upscaled, I could actually see his eyes and nose clearly. I thought like, oh, that's his face. And what I thought was his tiny face before was his beard. Like, I actually didn't notice his face before, but it's very clear, like, now he just looks like an old man. Right, you can actually use the dragon armor to get through here unscathed, but if you time it right, you can run through there without taking damage. There we go, we ran through that without taking damage. See, that's what I mean, like, it's only needed in the Gallows Gauntlet. Long time ago was once this majestic throne room of King Peregrine. Now foul demons stalk the corridors. The spirit of the king must be saddened indeed. Don't worry, we'll avenge him. Although we're destroying his castle in the process, but it'll be killing the shadow demons. Sometimes the ghost of King Peregrine can be seen wandering these halls or sitting mournfully upon his throne. Find a crown and perhaps you could summon him. I don't know, God, I feel I'd be freaked out sighting a ghost. Although I'm sorry, I saw the ghost of my granddad once when I was younger, when I was in my bedroom, but I wasn't scared of him because, well, I wasn't scared of my granddad. But I think it's pretty cool in Mid-Resurrection that after you speak to King Peregrine, like, the throne moves out of the way and you actually access the top of the castle going behind it, but you just get teleported to the top of it here. Also, cool fact, I noticed in the beta, this part down here was actually originally part of a level called the Coffin Vaults. I'm pretty sure it was the Coffin Vaults anyhow. So, I wonder what was meant to be here originally then, for the Haunted Ruins. Was this part meant to be here at all? I mean, it looks fitting as part of the Haunted Ruins, but I could see how it could have been part of the Coffin Vaults, judging by those kind of doorways. And you could use the dragon armor in here too if you wanted, but you don't need to if you're careful enough. The castle was constructed on top of a dormant volcano. This great floodgate is all that stands between you and a very hot shower. Ooh, that is so risky, that. I know Edinburgh Castle is built on top of a dormant volcano. Or I think it's an extinct volcano, as it's said. I think dormant means it could erupt at any moment. Which actually is very risky. But in Medieval Resurrection, you actually see the molten lava around the castle, because they create a barrier of molten lava so the damn can't find his way in, and that's why we find the dragon armor. That's what we need for in Resurrection, but this we need it for the Gallows Gauntlet. Here we are. Now we can awaken up our old king. We were the noblest of his courtiers, bravest of his captains, the first to die at the Battle of Gallows. This guy looks shiny. There goes, very clear his face on his emulator, but as younger I thought that was part of his crown.
Oh, that we should meet at such a dark hour, with the fate of this realm lying once again in your hands. Good God, Fortescue, what's happened to your jaw? Bad luck, old man. Now look, Zarok's army of shadow demons hide beneath us within this very mountain. They prepare as we speak to invade fair Gallowmere. If we are to thwart his plans, we must bring down the castle on top of them. We must unleash the lava behind the floodgates. I can take you to the gate's control lever, but you alone can pull it. Of course, it's a highly dangerous mission, even for a dead man. I dare say that when that fiend sees what you've done, he'll make sure you spend eternity in the most unspeakable torment. But then, I know these things mean nothing to a man of your iron will. Eh, Fortescue?
Oh, you know what we're letting us sin for. Chico. We will avenge you though, Lord.
Splendid. Good luck, old friend.
Good luck. It's funny there, because like every time I see the perk Iron Will in Dead by Daylight now, I always think it compared to going Iron Will. And actually, like, you can see the castle, like, crumbling Like, it actually looks like it's crumbling in this. In MediEvil Resurrection, you don't see any sign of the castle falling apart. And you actually get the boss theme here, but you do get plenty of time to escape here. In Resurrection, not Resurrection, MediEvil 2, not so much. You don't get a lot of time to escape from Cathedral Spires. Yeah, just wait for that cutscene to end, because the dragon armor is really good for blasting these guys off. It's not quite so effective using the sword, but yeah, the dragon armor works a treat at defeating stone golems. I think the game probably expects you to take longer to defeat the stone golems. I think that's why they give you all that extra time, but yeah, 2 minutes is plenty of time to get out of the castle. You only get 1 minute to escape Cathedral Spires, and you need every second in MediEvil 2. So they did quite a lot to like try and increase the difficulty in MediEvil 2, which I tip my hat to them for. Try and give people more of a challenge. And we did get that Earth Rune before. We actually still need the challenge. We actually have to just grab it in the passing here during escaping the castle. So it's another one that's easy to forget if you're like panicking just wanting to get out of there. But luckily I know where it is. Oh, we're on fire now. There is a life vial nearby. Like I say, this level is very generous with life vials. And I'm pretty sure the challenge award for this level is a life vial from Imanzu, if I pronounced her name right. Again, sorry for any lag. There is fire on my screen. It always used to cause lag on my game. And the chalice is up here. The chalice is in a different location. Resurrection. It's in like a pool of lava. Where the copper vaults area is. There we go. We've got exactly 1 minute left now, and we're nearly done. I think the timer pauses when you read a book, so let's read this book. Hot scalding oil. Burn the skeletal toes, that will. Better find a way to close the oil vents before crossing. Yeah, don't worry, we've already done that. Make sure we'll... Wait, what's this? Gonna see here. Hurry, the castle is about to be destroyed. The gates are locked. Find alternative means to travel here. So the game knows by the time you've got across that it's collapsing. Very well thought out. So it's actually pretty cool here to think after this. There was meant to be quite a few levels before the end. The Great Machine. The Hall of Illusions. I think it's the Circle of Shadows or something. I can't remember what it's called. But it's turned into a cutscene instead. Circle of Shadows and the Jabberwocky Chase. Which, it looks pretty good as a cutscene, but it's cool to think it was actually meant to be another level afterwards. It makes more sense that when we go to Catapult, we just sort of like land in a forest somewhere, but in MediEvil Resurrection, we just get catapulted onto the ghost ship. But we get rescued by an eagle here that drops us off at the ghost ship. I'm kind of glad that we get light vitals here as our reward, because, I mean, we only need 1, but I won't argue with getting 2. Like, we have to pick up 2 for it to count as redeeming our weapon. Or item. Y'all, the hero's just all glowing up yellow now at this point in the game.
I've got a little present for you.
You tell we're getting near the end.
Why don't you shut your eye and hold out your hands?
Why don't you shut your mouth? I'm not sure. Just said that that's what you was going to say. Why don't you shut your mouth? I love a man doesn't talk back. Why are you talking? So we get a life bottle from... Try the 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we got 7. Yeah, we got a life bottle from Town Device, and we get one from Dark Steadfast. And then that's just got a life bottles from the game. They don't fill the entire top row like they do in MediEvil 2. Now the main thing I remember about the ghost ship is you can definitely see where they got the idea for Kensington, because in Kensington you get the regal zombies, and obviously like the zombie pilots that when you defeat those regal zombies, you have to defeat the, who I call the posh man, because the regal zombie. He solidifies when you defeat the zombies he's controlling, and then you kill them. But in this, you can actually defeat the officers before the people that they're controlling, and they just self-destruct. But you can tell it's a similar concept, that you have to, like, defeat the person controlling them so they don't keep resurrecting, which you'll see what I mean this level. On first play, this level was kind of hard for me, the ghost ship. I do remember it being pretty tricky, like, it was easy to fall at times. It still kind of is now, but luckily a lot of the falls don't cause your death. They just drop you to, like, a lower level, and you have to, like, take a long way back up. So there's that. But I remember there was a YouTube channel, I think it's deleted now, because I don't see his walkthroughs anymore. But I remember he actually did no commentary for this part because it got on his nerves so much, and I think it said, the title was I'm Pissed. But, yeah, I think he was just so annoyed with this level, but I don't find it too difficult now. Although I might fall a lot, but yeah, in Resurrection it's a bit more forgiving, because there's an elevator at the part, with the 3 little platforms you go across in a spinny thing to get the chalice. There's only 1 in the original, but there's one where if you fall, you have to take a long trek back up in this version, but in Resurrection there's an elevator to bring you back up, which saves you a huge hike. But yeah, we get this Circle of Shadows. I can't remember what it's called here, but it did have a level name. And this chase with the Jabberwocky here was actually meant to be a level 2. And it's the only time we see Martin in the game. I think he was meant to have more appearances throughout the game. He has a deleted cutscene and a deleted level inside the asylum as well. So I think he was meant to have more involvement, but that's the only time you see him in the final product. But there's a trophy called Morton Would Be Proud in MediEvil Remake, so obviously they did acknowledge that he was a character in the game. But instead they give us Assalam. Do you think the back of that ship looks a bit like a face? Looks a bit like one to me. But they go ship. The enemies are kind of like the ones from Kensington. Make sure you kill the blue officers. You could just like run past like all the little mini ones that he's controlling, just as long as you kill the ones in blue. And they'll kind of giving you the chalice. Those ones that are wearing like the red and black just keep respawning every time you kill them. So just kill them if they're annoying you, but you won't get a chalice percentage killing them. This would have been the penultimate level if it was Resurrection, but no, there's a couple more after this one.
Captain, I thought you ought to know we have a stowaway on board. I've told the men to scour the decks for him. Good! I want that scurvy dog dangling from yon yardarm by his bowels! Is that really necessary? Couldn't we just give him a good tongue lashing and drop him off at the next port? Look! There's not a man-jack on this ship who wouldn't keel-haul his own
there's fire on screen.
for the silver in her hair! There'll be no tongue lashing! Bring the landlubber to me and I'll tear him a new orifice!
Yeah, when I was young I didn't know what an orifice was, but when he said bowels, again when I was a kid, didn't know what bowels were. I thought he was saying dangling from yon yard by his balls. Like the way he said it does sound like he's saying balls, but yeah, he's saying bowels. I was like, sorry for that bit of lag there. It always seems to lag when there's fire on my screen on this emulator for some reason. I'm supposed to have a pretty decent PC, but obviously not decent enough. I do love this level's music. This level's soundtrack was actually remade for the Resurrection Ghost ship and was used in MediEvil Remake, and I actually think, yeah, rightfully so. It fits it perfectly well, and it's a very good remake of the soundtrack. We can clearly see it's still nighttime, but it's clearly daytime in MediEvil Resurrection, considering he's draining the sunlight from the skies. I think the clouds look funny though. They look so cartoonish, the clouds. But there we go, we just got the, well, let's read this. This exact same book's in MediEvil Resurrection with the added line saying though their feet would be uglier. Most of the crew seem to be under the control of a few officers without them to be like headless chickens. So yeah, those officers are the ones in blue. If we kill them, these skinny malinks will just instantly die. So yeah, we killed the guys that he was controlling before him anyway. But yeah, if you kill him before them, they just automatically just self-destruct. Right, what do I need from him? I guess just a shield top-up. And that's it really, don't really need anything else. Oh wait, just so that I'm ready for Zarok's lair, I'll just fully top up my magic longbow, because I do actually use that for Cardok. Oh, I didn't actually need many arrows though, just 2. Right. Yeah, so these guys keep respawning, so you don't really need to kill them, just ignore them if you can, but if you find they're getting in your way, just deal with them. But yeah, you actually do have to drop down there. It looks like a hole that like you would not want to drop down. You're just like, oh god, I have to make sure I don't fuck up here and fall down here. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like a lot of times when you fall in this game, it actually doesn't result in a death. It just results in you go to an area that you have to take a bit of a long journey back up to where you were. But yeah, if you drop down there, it actually progresses you to the next area anyway. So yeah, you kind of want to drop down there because it'll give you a shield and it'll give you money. So yeah, I actually purposely dropped down there because you actually have to. This part is actually open in Resurrection. It leads you to a different area, but it's closed here. Yeah, mostly this level is designed similar to the original in Resurrection. Only I think it's a Moon Rune opens the door in Resurrection rather than the Star Rune. I know they're saying ahar, because like, you know, the pirates go ahar maharis, but they also said a bit like just saying yahar, like you're a whore. Like yahar. I'm just gonna go straight for killing the blue one. I don't know if I find something satisfying about the main captain being like bigger and in red, but he's the same. He's technically the same character model as this blue one, only the blue one's a bit smaller and in blue. I think it's just something satisfying about his multicolours of them. Oh, oh, why are you so fast? Jesus, do you see the speed of him? Right, just whiz past those cannons, hope for the best like I do. I wonder if you could jump your way around to that. I'm not willing to lose a life ball to find out, but I guess you can. Yeah, just jump and daring dash and whiz your way through that. I hope we don't get hit by any of the cannons. Most of the time it works. Sometimes the cannon does hit me and knock me off the ledge. But yeah, we'll drop down here because there are enemies down here. And actually a life vial I think leaves down here too, which we do need because we are getting our ass kicked. There we go. And just some of these guys that just constantly respawn after a while, so we'll just ignore them. Use our shield to take the damage. There we go, our health's back to full now. I do like this level soundtrack, it's a very calming one. It's a very relaxing one to listen to. I love how like they have really scary ones, sad soundtracks, very calming soundtracks, ones that are fly-out bops. Like they've got all the tracks covered in this game. Oh, that cannon's not making any noise. So yeah, these cannons do come back in MediEvil 2. There's one in the museum, they're in Greenwich Observatory, and I can't think off the top of my head any other level. Yeah, the cannons do come back in MediEvil 2. Oh, I hesitated there, so I'll just use the shield to make up for that. Right, so basically you won't die if you fall here, but if you fall, you'll have to do that entire journey back up here again. Oh, yeah, that door's opened up now. So it's not ideal to fall here, but at least you won't fall to your death if you fall. It's a bit of a time waster. There we go. Just make sure you know how to navigate those. So we have to walk across a bunch of shreddies here. Look a bit like shredded wheat cereal. I think they look... Actually, no. I think they're meant to be train tracks or something. They look like train tracks. Right, we'll have to time this jump perfectly. I don't want to risk. I've just noticed something. That contraption there that's spinning round has the same side effect as the rooms being turned round in Cathedral Spires: The Descent. I'm only just now noticing that. It's the same side effect as the rooms being spun around in Cathedral Spires: The Descent. And yeah, once we make it to the bow of the ship, we're at the end of the level. But we have to actually go back to the start after collecting a bunch of gunpowder because they barricaded themselves in. So we have an extra objective to do in the Resurrection version, but in this one we don't have to do that. And there's enemies up here in the original. There's no enemies up here in the Resurrection. I do believe we actually won't have 100% of Chalice yet, I think of it. Defeat him. Yeah, we have to defeat those ones down there first, so we'll be back up here again in a second. Yeah, we have to defeat all the enemies in this level to 100% of this Chalice. I mean, if you don't count these guys, they technically can't be defeated, so yeah, technically we have to defeat every enemy for this Chalice. Yahar! Yahar! What the hell did you throw at me there? God, he was throwing them vigorously. He was missing them constantly, but... Yahar! Yahar! There we go, get the Chalice now. Hopefully we don't mistime this jump. Oh! Oh, well I have now, because he hesitated. I don't know why that's an animation of his where he staggers. I think it's probably to stop you actually walking off ledges, but I feel like it often fucks you over more than it helps. But I remember the original Ghost Ship boss is a bit tricky. Trickier than he is in Resurrection. In Resurrection he's not difficult at all. But we'll see how he is. It's been a while since I played the original Ghost Ship. But I'm certain we don't have too much bother. We'll just use... I think sometimes, quite often, like one of them follows me in here. Wait, the Ghost Ship is as tough as old sea boots. You will need something a little more powerful than the weapon in your inventory to knock him overboard. Yes, can't. There we go. I don't think they attack us though, once they're doing this, but yeah, they quite often follow me into this area, those guys, because they're so fast. But yeah, basically, we just have to defeat these normal sailors. They'll keep standing up every now and then, but every time that they're on the ground, we have to like light our club here and defeat the captain with the cannons. Much like a Resurrection, but I do recall being a bit trickier in this. It may not be as hard as I remember, but thankfully we do get a bit of a break after this level, even if we do lose a lot of health, because the entrance hall is a very quick and easy level. The game does take a bit of pity on us after if we do have a bit of a hard time with this boss. I remember the first time playing this boss fight, I did find him harder. I can't recall if you can damage yourself by accident with a cannon, I'm not sure. There you go. Just spray and pray with the cannons and hope they hit, like I'm doing. Oh, there we go, the fire's out in it, so let's kill them so they stop interfering with us fighting the Ghost Ship captain. They actually take this bit a step further in Resurrection, where it starts raining and the fire goes... Not Resurrection, I mean the remake, sorry. Where it starts raining and the fire goes out. And I was so confused at first. Like, wait, what the fuck do I do to light them then? I was like, oh, with the dragon armor. So yeah, that's another point that they make where you have to use the dragon armor in the remake, like the ground up remake of this game. So it's pretty cool that they actually give you another point in the game where you need it, other than the Gallows Gauntlet. Like how they snuck in that extra objective. But I wonder if that was intended in the original, but they just never added it. Right, unfortunately none of those hit him. Although I feel like at times it looked like it did. It's very hit or miss whether or not the cannon actually hits him. It's crazy though, like maybe Willow, like without doing commentary, might try and speedrun this game at some point. Because you see some people that are crazy at speedruns in this game. Which I feel like I could achieve if I wasn't like doing commentary as well, because I'd be super focused then. I might try to do my long play as quick as I can, but I don't want to do it like too quick, because I like being super explorative and getting all the chalices. There we go. We've got control of the ship now, but we are steering a course for the entrance hall, not Zarok's lair, like Aslam says. But I'm going to end this part here. The next part will be the final part. We just finished up the last few levels. Time device, entrance hall, only not in that order. And then Zarok's lair. There we go. So I think we visit Sterngard again here. And then Dirk Steadfast and then Megwin, and then I think that's it, yeah. Just getting money from him.
You are back here for the skill. I think this is because of my shield, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's your amazing
But I have
shield.
something else I can give to you. Something you may find very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. I've recorded all this in one day. It felt really quick, actually. I must really know my shit when it comes to MediEvil. Might feel a bit longer to get through it on a PS4. I actually did do a long play of that though on my YouTube channel with the original background. For a couple of reasons. They also look a bit like garden peas, the life balls on the HUD. It's funny because they don't have the little extra long bit at the top, because they have like a potion where it's like big at the bottom and has a long bit at the top, but they just look like peas on the HUD. But that was Crystal Caves, Gallows Gauntlet, Haunted Ruins, and the Ghost Ship. We did all that in only 40 minutes, yes queen. Hey, if you like what you see here, give the video a like or dislike it, it's fine. If you'll see more from me, subscribe and click that notification bell. I do have another channel, but the content is very different here, and I don't post it as often. If you want to check it out, feel free. All my links are down below. If you want to catch me live on Twitch, I stream whenever I feel like it, but you'll get notified when I go live on Discord and Twitter. So if you want to follow those, or join the Discord, feel free. But I'll see you all in the final part, where we do the entrance hall, time device, and beat Zarok. Take care, everyone.